Hello, this is Ethan Miller. For SER 316, my face was supposed to be down here in the corner, but my webcam's not working. So, this is for the farm design pattern thing. I'm gonna open up the screencast requirements real quick on the left to make sure I don't miss any of this. Okay, so here I am. I use GitHub Desktop because I just prefer it. It's nice. I like the visual show. Like, for example, like I can check through my history of everything I've done over the last couple of days. Like all the way back to like when I'm creating the decorators and stuff like that, and import errors. It's cool. I like GitHub Desktop. So we'll fetch the origin. Show this in here. Cool. That's that. Don't mind my path name. Navigate to this, and we can do Gradle run. Cool. And then this prints out a couple instances. These are, it's really long, but for a good reason, and I'll explain why in a second here. So that's it being proven that it's running with Gradle Run. It works there. It's got JUnit, spot bugs, check style, Travis CI, all that stuff. I can actually pull those over. So if we go into build, all the different reports, check style, the Jacoco ones in there, spot bugs are in there, and then in here is all the JUnit ones with index and stuff. Um, just so this video doesn't go super long, I kept some from previous runs up over here. So I will now drag these in. I think this is showing properly. Yeah, this is my GitHub. So here's my Travis CI repository. This was one of the Jacoco reports. Now you might be looking at this and be like, oh hey, this says like 68%. That's not minimum 80. So the thing I've been running into is this, right? That's gonna be like the screencast. If I open up Visual Studio Code, my entire program is luck based and runs off of main. So my unit tests are all runnable versions of main, so like making main objects and stuff like that, and then running through them, with day-night being simulated through that, stuff like that. Yeah, whatever, close that over. But the whole thing is you get the starter farm, such as the first requirement, but then everything after that, it goes into the RNG. So it's like, oh, there's a day. Now it's, okay, you gain your money, and then after you gain your money, it's like, okay, well, is there a chance to get, like, crops or animals or both for hybrid farms because they have three types, and then it goes into night. It's like, all right, that's the end of the day. You hire farmers now. Well, you can roll a chance to hire a farmer every 3 days, but hiring a farmer isn't guaranteed because it's a roll of dice. But if one of the three does result, then it'll hire those farmers, and then based on that, they have their affinities. Based on that, it types the farm, so on and so forth, creating the new farm. If it's 10 farmers on the one, so in terms of mapping these branches, this thing is insane. Because I've had some where I run my unit tests and I'll get like 20% coverage because the one dude's just super unlucky and you don't get across all of them. And then there's some where I run it and I get 95 because everything is just taking crazy routes where like you have three of each type of farm and all these different farmers and all these different animals and crops. So displaying consistent coverage through my unit tests isn't very probable, but I was able to show some here. That's a pretty standard example of what I was showing. It tends to be in like the 60 to 70 range, with spikes being up in the 90 and lows being in the 20. Uh, but yeah, so it runs there, and I can show it again just in case there's like, oh, critical execution thing. Just uh, critical run, commit. So then we can show it down here again. Show Explorer, boom, CMD, CD, type run correctly. And there we go. So like for example, it's always going to be different because the last time like the one farm had 7 and different money, but this one like this final one had $1,500. This one has 420. This one has 300. This one has 180. This one's got these three have 60 and they have 5 farms. So like this one was a branch where it broke in and then broke out and then broke out one more per. So there's the one copy, another one. One of these two spawned two more that had similar, and then one of them had like 3 splits across it. So I went at 5, 5, 5, and then the more times you run this, the different they are. I believe that's all for the screencast. Uh, because the README has the stuff about like I use like decorator, mediator, and abstract factory. So yeah, thank you.